Hey, this is Daniel, and this is a demo of the improv from MIDI file example in the Pymax examples folder. Here's my Python module called Pymax improv from MIDI file, and here's the max patch of the same name. Here's my synthesizer that I'm going to be playing things back through. What this does is I click here and I ask it for a MIDI file. In this case, I've got one in the examples folder. It's the John Coltrane solo from the original recording of Giant Steps. I'm also giving it the track number of the MIDI file, which I happen to know is 0. That's the track number on the MIDI file that has the saxophone. So I'm only going to be analyzing the saxophone. What it does is it takes, here's some helper functions. It's going to do a Markov analysis of the pitch contour of the saxophone solo. And what that means is, you can see in this line here, it takes the difference between pitches, that is the interval in half steps, up or down, between two notes in the solo, and here's where it takes that interval and it adds it to a Markov chain, and then it does an analysis on the Markov chain. So it's going to take the pitch contour. It's not going to take the actual pitches, but the intervals between pitches, and then it's going to play it back by mapping it to a pitch field. So it's going to find the closest pitch in the pitch field, and my objects that I control it with are the MIDI loader, which I just used to do the analysis. Then I've got a pitch field object here, which I can give different pitch fields to. In this case, these are chords with some added notes, so they're like scales that go around different chords. And here's my generator improviser, and if I run it, excuse me, if I run it, so here it shows me that it's loaded the file. I'm going to set a pitch field. I have to do this after I have to do all of this after I've run the Python module, or the commands won't go into Python, of course. And then I'll start it. There's a couple other little things. I'm swinging it a little bit. You can see a swing counter here. So I'm giving it a little bit of swing to make it, hey, jazzy. And if the pitch goes too high, I'm going to drop it by 2 octaves. And if it goes too low, I'm going to raise it by 2 octaves, because it's a Markov chain. So it's just going to sort of wander around randomly. I can change the pitch field. Hey, jazz.